Ladies and gentlemen, BeyHive, and especially my worldlings, you are now tuned into Queen Zania's review of the 2023 Renaissance World Tour. YouTube. Welcome to my world. You ready? Hey, what's up? Hello, and welcome to Queen Z's world. If this is your first time seeing my face, hearing my voice, welcome to my world. Go ahead and check out some content. I'll link a playlist that I recommend personally at the end, but go ahead and check out whatever you think is interesting. If you like this one, you're going to love the rest, okay? And for the BeyHive, especially for the BeyHive, I know some of y'all have seen me here before. I have a playlist just for us called BeyHive Content. So if that's what you want to get into, go ahead and check that out. The BeyHive Content playlist ranges from dance recreations to just videos I've referenced mother. So, I mean, there's just gonna be things in there that only the BeyHive will recognize. So go ahead and check all of that out and introduce yourself in the comments, subscribe, get to know each other, and let's get into this. So this video is just gonna span my experience with Renaissance World Tour and seeing Miss B, Miss Carter in person, you know, because like I said, it's been such a long time coming. I'm a storyteller, so I like to give all the details. Also, this channel doubles as a visual and audio memory book for me, scrapbook, so I'm including everything that matters to me so that I can rewatch this and relive everything and remember these moments. So if you don't care about something in particular, you can keep it to yourself and skip to the part you want to see. Timestamps will be in the description box. The current song playing is Glory by Jay-Z. Okay, so let's start with getting these raffle tickets. No, let's go before that. So I remember the first time that Beyonce came into my knowledge, my existence, my frame of reference was 2008. They would play Halo in Foot Locker. They played the whole music video for Halo in Foot Locker literally every time. So I remember going to shop for new school shoes, new like cleats, because I used to play soccer, or just going along with my mom and my brother when they were shopping for his stuff. Every time without fail. Like every time. So I just started being like, is this song following me around? And I just felt like, okay, this is my song. That same year, 2008, she was coming to the city I lived in at that time. And I remember being like, I really want to go. I want to hear that Halo song. Like, I want to hear my song. And I was 8 years old, so that did not happen. And then I don't think she ever had another concert in that city again. 2016, I was in high school, and I remember for Lemonade, Formation World Tour, she had a stop in a nearby province, and I knew people who were going. There were girls from my church who went, there were girls from my high school who went, who I was friends with, but I did not go because I was 16. I mean, people made a plan. I could have made a plan too, but the dates were gonna be on a Friday night, and I keep the Sabbath, so it just wasn't gonna work. It was either Friday night or Saturday, but like really, really close, and it just wasn't gonna work. Plus my parents, I think, would have said no, like, and I don't wanna have to go through the heartbreak of like hyping myself up just for it to not happen. So didn't go. 2018, she went on tour for On the Run 2. I made plans ahead of time. I have a whole video where I talked about it. I had a friend who was gonna go with me, but that person was not serious. That didn't happen. I was supposed to go with Wendell, who you will see Wendell in this video. You know, so we made plans. I was in university at that point, so I picked my classes. I knew the date, October 2nd, 2018. I was like, okay, let me pick my classes. I purposefully did not choose classes that were on Tuesday. I had Tuesdays off for that semester because I knew I'm going to be there. I don't want to miss class. It's gonna be around midterm season. I don't want no walla. I just wanna be there. So I made all those plans just to still be in my dorm room watching clips from YouTube, because even though I had made plans, all of the plans fell through. Fast forward 5 years, 10, how many years has it been since 2018? I said 10 years. Guys, fast forward to 2022, Act 1, Renaissance drops. It was rumored she's gonna go on tour next summer. I told everyone I know, get your coins together now. And I was like, okay, whoever has their coins together, we're going. So when Ticketmaster announced the dates and everything and the raffle and all that, I was like, okay, let's make a group chat so we can all stay cohesive and we can make a plan. And that is what we did. Now I'm an adult, now I'm a working woman. So this has literally been since 2008. That's like, is that 15 years yet? Yeah, okay. See, I can't do math. 15 years in the making, I finally get to see Miss Beyonce.
The current song playing is Grown Woman by Beyonce.
The Ticketmaster thing was just hectic, y'all. So with the Taylor Swift thing, as we all know, Ticketmaster crashed. By the way, Ticketmaster is awful, and I'm gonna be dragging them, so I know I'm not gonna get any sponsorships from them. I don't really care. Until they fix their ethics, I don't care. So Taylor Swift's Ticketmaster fiasco happened. The whole thing crashed. There was so much drama. I didn't even understand it. I was kind of watching from afar because I'm not a Swiftie. And I was like, okay. And then Beyonce announced that her things were gonna be on Ticketmaster. And I was like, ooh, what's gonna happen? I'm part of the BeyHive email list. I got an email saying, hey, this is how we're gonna do it. There's gonna be a raffle. So everyone who is on this list, we will email you. If you get an email saying that you can do the pre-sale, we'll give you a scheduled time and then you can buy your tickets. Not everyone is going to get to be in the pre-sale, so keep that in mind. Like, they really broke it down. This was in February now. Me and Wendell were like, you know what, we have to go this time. We flopped last time, now this time we really do have to go. So there was Wendell, it was my cousin Whatchu, it was our good friend Shishi, aka Tara. So we had our group chat. So we're like, okay guys, everyone put your email in that list. Whoever gets an email, let's make a plan and let's buy these tickets together so we can actually go. Because we know it's gonna sell out and we know the tour is gonna be big. The way that this was so crazy. So I was starting my new job, which I'm currently at, and they were gonna train me around the same week. And it just so happened that the day that the raffle was, I think it's the 5th, they were gonna schedule me for work, but they ended up scheduling me for another day. I was like, the grace of God, the grace of God. Okay, so this is what happened. Wendell and me connected first. We were like, okay, let's put our emails down. I had my main email, which is in the BeyHive mailing list. I also added another email. I added a different email of mine. That's another one of my mains. I added my main Yahoo and my main Gmail. Both of those, okay? Only my Gmail got emailed back. The Yahoo one's in the official BeyHive, but the Gmail one got emailed back. Wendell also put his email in there, and I know a few other people who did. Wendell had like 5 emails in there. He said he put all his email plus his mom's email. He's like, we going. So one of his emails got emailed back. I know influencers who put their email, they didn't get into the pre-sale. I know personally people who did not get in. The fact that I got in, I took it as a blessing, and I took it as a nod from God to be like, you can go. Because guys, there was this whole controversy, and I'll get into that part a little later. But it was like, I wasn't quite sure. I was like, okay, should I go? Is God wanting me to go? Is God not wanting me to go? What do I do here? But like I said, my job, they changed the schedule, so I was actually home and available at the time of the sale. It was a Monday. It was either the 5th or 6th of February at 1 p.m. And on top of that, I got an email back. Only Wendell and I got email out of the group of us that wanted to go, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, so we're there. It's the day of, we are on a call. 15 minutes before, we did a countdown because we're like, okay guys, we need to log on time. We need to be on this call, discuss where do we want to sit, what are our budgets, like what are we thinking. So even before that, I think I sent to the group chat a picture, a layout of the stadium. We said, okay, we're picking Vancouver. We're going to see the show in Vancouver. Layout of the stadium, guys. Where are you thinking you want to sit? Now, me and Wendell, we were like, we want to be in Club Renaissance, because before we wanted to be in Club Carter, but we didn't end up going. Also, it was way out of my budget at that time. I don't know with what money I would have been in Club Carter. But anyway, so we said we want Club Rennie. So we're like, okay, let's just get ready, but we'll settle for balcony somewhere in the middle. And so, and also our price budget point was $200 for a ticket. Not doing 1K for a ticket, not doing 800, because guys, you're spending that money, you're still not meeting Beyonce. You're still gonna be listening to the same set list as everybody else. If you grab her, Julia's gonna snatch your arm back. Like, don't, just think about this. What do you want to get out of this? For me, the experience I wanted was to hear the music live. I would like to, you know, there are a few things that I wanted to take note of. I just wanted to hear the music and get to see her in my lifetime. That's all I wanted. Whether I'm in Club Rennie or I'm in the stadium seats at the very top. I just wanted to get there as long as the tickets were in my budget. So we were on the call. At first, I was in the wait list. I was number 200 and something. Wendell was in the wait list. He was number 10. So we're like, okay, Wendell, if only you get in, let's make a plan. So the maximum tickets that we could get was 4 per person who's in the wait list and on the raffle. You cannot get more than 4. So we're like, Wendell, if you get in, that's you, your partner, that's Shishi, and that's me, okay? Shishi now, she had like 4 other people who wanted tickets. So it was her plus I think 2 of her friends, her boss, and it was somebody else who wanted tickets. So we're like, girl, if we only have pretty much potentially 8 tickets, 4 with me, because I got the email, 4 with Wendell. So if it comes down to it, your friends might just have to wait till the regular sale, because we just got to figure something out. And also these girls who were with her on that other side, I don't think they're really in the hive. They just wanted to go because it's Beyonce. You know, nothing wrong with that, but wait for the regular sale, because this is war. If you're not ready to fight, just go ahead and stay back and just wait, because listen, it's gonna get hairy, okay? So we get in, Wendell is there, he's looking at tickets, he's looking at seats. So the seats are going quickly. We're finding seats, we're picking them, we're saying, yes, this is perfect. By the time we're at checkout, gone. So I eventually get in there and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can figure out where we are. Also, the website is not user-friendly. It's hard to like, you know, scroll and see the page and see the seats and, you know, be like, okay, what's this, what's that? There was Honey, there was Pure, there was the section that was on the stage. There was, so we're like, okay, where are we trying to be? There was Alien Superstar, and listen, we saw the Club Rennie seats. They were $800. We're like, oh, that's a lot. 2 minutes later, they had risen to 1K. 2 minutes later, 1,600. We're like, guys, what's going on? Even the seats we wanted, they were even, I would even say there were $50 seats. Those weren't the ones we wanted, but there were $50 seats. People were like, oh, like it's gonna cost an arm and a leg to see Beyonce. No, it's not. Like there are tickets that were well priced within anyone's budget. But the thing is, the prices kept going up with each passing minute. I don't know if they call it dynamic pricing. I don't know what was going on, but it was really, really weird. And it was really hectic. That's why I say, Ticketmaster, I do not mess with them at all. And I will avoid them any chance I get. So if you guys know any good alternatives to them, go ahead and link them down below. But anyway, we got our tickets. Yo, guys, like we were like, guys, transfer the money now, because if we need to buy these tickets within the next 2 minutes, we need to be able to do this. Some of us, our websites were crashing. The Wi-Fi was slow. It was lagging. It was just so much happening. It was so dramatic. Like you can tell by our facial expressions, we were just like freaking out, like the amounts of stress. I saw somebody post this and say, I'm gonna add this to my LinkedIn and this as a skill on my resume, because I was able to plan, I was able to organize, I was able to bring the team together, to budget, to do this, to that. For this concert, I'm adding it to my resume as a skill. I 100% agree. So yes, I agree 100%. Like this took skill, guys. It was a lot, but we had fun. Like it was funny, it was dramatic. And my cousin Whatchu, she wasn't going, and I was like, girl, are you sure? Because you can't change your mind. We're buying these tickets now. She's like, yeah, I'm sure. Because she had another trip planned. But she was there just for moral support. She was there to make sure that we did not give Beyonce our entire bank accounts, because Lord knows we need it more than her. And shout out to her, but we need it more than her, okay? We need to still be able to eat and afford rent and live our lives. But yes, so that was the story. It was so dramatic, but we got our tickets.
The current song playing is Church Girl by Beyonce.
Here was the part that I was kind of conflicted by. There's a popular prophet / preacher who publicly rebuked a whole bunch of Christians and said, if you're a Christian buying Beyonce tickets, no, you're not. And I understand where she was coming from. You know, people do idolize celebrities, and that's not right. People do seem to like lose common sense when it comes to seeing celebrities. That's not right at all. Because yeah, I did see some people online using money that they had saved up for a down payment on a house on tickets. It's like, guys, please make wise decisions. Like, you still need to live life after this concert. Like I said, you're not paying to meet Beyonce. She's not doing any meet and greets. You're just going to be there either sitting or standing as she's doing her thing on stage. She'll leave, and that's the show. So remember that you have to live your life after this. Don't go crazy. Like, just be smart about it. Make your budget, make your plan, but don't sacrifice long-term goals just for this concert. If you can't afford it, watch it from home. There are clips on YouTube, and matter of fact, there are people who are in the front filming and put it on YouTube. So you can even get a better view than you would have if you were there. So let's be wise, let's be smart. So I understand that part for sure. And, you know, growing up in a religious, cultural environment, and I mean church and the home, I've heard sermons about the Illuminati and how for some reason the only celebrities in there are Black successful celebrities, and Eminem. Like, I've heard this stuff about this and that. Oh, if you play the song in reverse, you'll hear this. Why are you playing the song in reverse? Every song sounds creepy in reverse. And yes, I understand that there are secret societies, subliminal messaging, this, that. You have to use discernment, but at the same time, guys, we can't be just like scaring people and guilting people out of doing simple things. That just never sat right with me, how people would word stuff and say stuff. And I felt like you're not remembering that these are human beings and Jesus died for them too. The real enemy is not another human being, but it's principalities, spirits. We war not against flesh and blood. Yes, there are some artists who definitely are into witchcraft. There are artists who are into all manner of evil and they put it in their shows. They don't hide it. Okay? I understand that. So I also was like, I don't want to open myself up to anything and end up getting delayed because I'm waiting on promises from the Lord and I'm living out promises from the Lord. That's why I was like, not sure, should I go or should I not go? But using my discernment in this situation, I was not hearing anything about God saying that I shouldn't go. Honestly, I was giving thanks at every part of the way. I gave thanks that I had work off when they literally could have scheduled me to be, there training at the same time as this raffle. I gave thanks that I even got an email. I was giving thanks every step of the way, so grateful. And I'm still so grateful for this experience. And I'm not gonna go into defending why I went, but I'm just saying this was part of my experience, that conflicting, should I go, should I not? And let it be known, I take prophetic voices very seriously. I know that God can speak through anyone who is willing. So that message was for somebody, but it just wasn't for me. If I had stayed back, I know it wouldn't have been because I heard God tell me to stay back. I would have just been doing it out of fear or out of guilt or out of not wanting to be judged by other Christians, or out of just religiosity and religion, because I did not personally hear that I shouldn't go. I prayed about it the entire time. I humbled myself before God and I didn't hear that I shouldn't go. And on top of that, I got so many signs from God affirming that I would be at the concert. So, and even while I was there, there were little things that like he had shown me that I was like, oh my gosh, I had a dream about this. Or, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that this was a thing, but I ended up matching it. Like he knew I was gonna be there and he planted those things in my heart so that when I was there, I would see those signs and know that God did put me here. So not hating on Tiffany Montgomery or anyone who felt convicted not to go. If you feel convicted in your heart that you should not be somewhere, don't go, okay? I don't idolize Beyonce. I know that people have this stereotype of the BeyHive, like even before when I'd say, oh, I listen to Beyonce. Oh, so you're in the BeyHive? Yeah. Oh, so you're one of those? Like, no, I'm not one of those. I just like her music. She's an artist who I know her entire discography because I am attracted to certain musical elements that she just happens to have consistently throughout all her albums. I think she's a cool person. She's a humanitarian. She's a perfectionist. She does things well. She's utilizing the gift that God gave her. She uses her platform to uplift other people. That's a lot of things I believe in. Yeah, so I listen to her music and I happen to be part of a community of people who also enjoy her work. Lock me up. Cuff it, baby. But anyway, it's like, okay, is that a crime? There's some misogynoir in people being so hateful about the BeyHive, definitely, because y'all don't do that to the Star Wars fans who literally gatekeep and are actually crazy and will bully and harass members of the Star Wars cast. But anyway, and I know that God was with me as I was planning, as me and my friends met. I was grateful for everything. I included him for everything. I thanked him for everything. So I know where my heart was at. I can't speak for anyone else. But I absolutely went. This is really interesting. But there was a night, maybe like between June and August. It was before I went for sure, and not this month at all, where I had a dream. Okay, so for context, I avoided all spoilers. I avoided as many clips as I could. I saw the Blue Ivy, her dancing and doing her thing, I saw that, but I didn't see the rest of the show. I avoided as much as possible. I didn't want any spoilers. I saw when the BeyHive post would be like, new outfit in this place, new outfit there, she's debuting a new opening look. I'm like, guys, please stop tempting me. I want it to be a surprise because I just wanted to experience it and let it be what it was, instead of having these preconceived notions of, oh, well, at this location she did this and she didn't do that this time. I just wanted to enjoy the show. So I was avoiding spoilers, but I knew what the stage looked like and I knew Blue was there. Okay, so I had a dream where I was pretty much like, actually, yeah, I was in Club Rennie because how the stage is laid out, I was within the circle. And I was watching the show, and I went to the bathroom, and the bathroom had a very specific layout. And I saw Blue there with another dancer, or some other dancers, kind of like getting ready. I don't remember everything in the dream, and I didn't write this one down, but pretty much what happened in the dream was, you know, I was like encouraging her, hyping her up. She's young, she's the same age as one of my nieces, so it was like, okay, yes, you got it. Like, you know, hyping her up like I would my niece. And so, yeah, it was just like really that. You know, she kind of was hanging around me and whoever I was with in the dream. I want to say my friends, but I don't know who was in the dream. You know, we sat together when she wasn't on stage, and, you know, we were hyping everything up. We were like, yes, yes, yes. And Beyonce in my dream was like, saw that, like, you know, Blue was with me, and like I was kind of looking out for her and stuff like that, and she kind of like blew a kiss, and she was like, oh, thank you so much for looking after my girl after the show or whatever. I know, parasocial, I know, but I'm saying this to say, the layout of the bathroom in that dream, I had never been to BC Place, never. I had not looked up what it looks like on the inside. All I knew was how the stage looked, so we could pick our seats and see, okay, is this a good view? When I got there and we went to the bathroom, the layout of the bathroom was exactly the same. I was like, okay, God want me here. God want me here. So I was there. Also, there were some details regarding my outfit and the specific colors I chose. And again, I chose these things before I knew anything about the tour looks. God made sure that the colors that I chose were actually going to be incorporated in the tour. One of the new outfits that B debuted, she had never worn the entire jean look with the cone bra. She did that. That ended up matching my outfit. And then the emerald. There are just certain details that came together that I had no idea about. And the thing is, God does talk to me in my dreams. I'm not getting into that right now, but it's not unusual, but it's just the fact that he was already planting in my heart some of the things that were gonna happen. I just knew, okay, I'm clear to go to this concert and I'm gonna have a good time. Not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna be there with my friends, listen to the music, learn, take notes, and just have fun. So that's exactly what happened. And I'm so grateful again, because he did not let his child be caught lacking. Okay, that's it for this section. Now let's talk about the trip. Hey everyone, so I am on my way to see Beyonce. Yes, and I'm not gonna do a whole intro, although this is like one of the first talking clips I'm filming, but I am going to drive straight there. My goal is to be there at 4 p.m. or around there because I have my car, Miss Girl, and we are parking. So all of my friends are Ubering, so they can be there at 6 p.m., 5:30. I said, no, ma'am, I'm going to find parking, even if I need to park at the Costco and walk. I will do what I need to do to get, ooh, you know what? I might actually park. I will do what I need to do to get there on time and park in a safe location that I can safely walk to my car after the show. I have on my outfit already, and my stuff is in the car right beside me. We're gonna do looks later. Right now I'm just trying to like get this makeup look together. I'm not doing too much makeup wise because I've done everything else in the outfit. So, oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. I might want to do a red lip. I don't know. Either a red or a brown. Or a gloss. I don't know. Maybe something subtle, maybe something dramatic. I just don't know. The look itself is kind of dramatic. I just don't want anything to be like on my teeth. So that's why I don't really want to do like a whole color. Because I'm going to be singing, girl. I'm going to be dancing, singing, doing the works. So I don't know. But we will see. Edges are laid. Let's get a nice shot of these because I don't think they're going to last very long. Because I've already sweat them out once today while cleaning my house before I left. So. But anyway, we are on our way to see Beyonce. On the way there, I listened to my Essential Beyonce playlist, which is my playlist on Spotify, full of all the songs in her discography that I absolutely love. I know like with some artists, people are like, oh, these are album cuts. I pretty much mainly know Beyonce's album cuts because I listen to albums. So I pick out my favorite songs from the albums I listen to. I've just always really been that kind of person because I grew up at the very end of the album age with the discs, right? So you get the disc, you listen to everything, you pick the ones you like, and that's kind of how you move, right? And also it tells a story. But anyway, enough about albums. So I drove, took a ferry, and, ended up just driving straight to the event center. I was going to go to my Airbnb first, but I was already running out of time. I wanted to be there for 4, and it was already like, with traffic, it was crazy. I'm like, okay, I'll just get dressed there. I already had my shirt on underneath. But yeah, I mean, I can't really include the clips of me singing along just because of copyright, but I will include some. I think if I include the ones where I'm actually singing, I think it's gonna cover, I'm gonna be louder than her voice, so they're not gonna catch it. Maybe. If anything, worse comes to worse, I will just play this exact audio over top and have everything else quietly in the background. I don't want it to be too distracting, but I still want to be able to share some of my favorite songs that you may not know by Beyonce. So if you want to actually listen to that playlist, I will link it down below. It's called Essential Beyonce by Delightful Zania, aka moi. So go ahead and check that out. And yeah, that was it. So one of the clips that I took, I was trying to catch the view of the city, but this huge bus was right in front of me, and it was just, I guess it's an RV. It was so annoying, like it was obstructing my view. I kept trying to find different angles, just couldn't get my angle. Little did I know that would foreshadow my experience of the concert. But I digress. We'll get into all of that later. So just know that these clips were taken while my car was at a standstill. So we are safe over here. Arrive alive, very important. I just wanted to share because I do feel like this journey to the event is part of the event. Because it's really showing the mental preparation and the excitement and the anticipation. I know a lot of people's vlogs just cut to the concert and they show, the whole show. Not a lot of people's vlogs show their reaction, the reactions to people around them. Not a lot of people show the journey there. Really, they don't really let you in to those moments. And as a creative, I love to know how people experience my art. And it's so interesting to me to know where you are when you're listening to this, or where you are when you're watching this. What's going on around you? Are you sitting still? Are you multitasking? So I want to give that immersive experience to make it more personal. And also just so that if B ever sees this, she also gets to see a snippet of this is how people live with your art and live with your work, you know. They may be listening on the way to work or in a traffic jam, as I am right here. Okay, let's move on to the next section. And I know the sections you guys are really gonna wanna hear about is what's coming next, so stay tuned. We're here, y'all. I'm just looking for parking. Woo! Let's talk fashion, darling. What did I wear to the show? I planned it months in advance, so I'm going to start with that. I'm going to describe the outfit, and then I'll tell you what I wanted to do. I started planning the outfit in February. So immediately after getting the tickets, once I knew I was going, I was like, okay, let's make a mood board. Let's look up some ballroom. I want to do something that is very on theme for the ballroom scene, like something I could wear to a ball if I went to one. So I found these gorgeous images, which a lot of them actually ended up being from a South African club, which I did not plan, but very on brand for me, as I am from there. I still wanted to do some green. So I was like, okay, am I going to do a makeup look? Am I buying a dress? But because everything wouldn't come in time, I was like, okay, let me just wear something that I already have. And I also wanted to do something country. Solange did an album, When I Get Home. You know, she had country aesthetics that were also very Black and very modern and very fancy, gorgeous, elegant. So I wanted to incorporate some of that into my country mood board. I got the hat, then it was time to pick the tassels. I was like, okay, which tassels do I go with, A, B, or C? I settled on C because I thought those were super unique. They were gorgeous. They looked like teardrops. So those were the ones we went with. I hand assembled those. And I know you're probably wondering, girl, what did you wear? Okay, so here was my look. Head to toe, my emerald green cowgirl hat with the jewels. Hand assembled by me. Yes, hand assembled. It took multiple days to attach all of these beautiful strings of rhinestones onto the hat. Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. Everything came in so quickly within 2 weeks from China. So shout out to Etsy with the star-shaped earrings because I'm an alien super what? And I had on my bodysuit, which I got a few years ago. The video is in my BeyHive content playlist on my channel. That was one of her official merch from a few years ago, so I had on that. I had on a custom-made, one-of-a-kind denim jacket, two-toned, upcycled from 2 pairs of jeans that I had, and that was custom-made by my friend, not myself. The beads were assembled by me. I bedazzled the back and I put honey on it. And then you'll see 2 pins featured from her Beachella pin set. Next on, I had a silver belt because the queen called for silver, but it's like, girl, I had already put together my look from months before and I don't own silver like that. So I was like, okay, well, let's do a little something. So we have on that. I also had on my emerald green belt because I'm like, I need more emerald. I also had on some jean shorts. I had on some cowgirl boots, and this was my look. What I wanted to do was recreate this look that B did for one of the Europe dates. I think she was in Paris. I love denim. I'm a country girl. I wanted to recreate that look, but I didn't think that I'd be able to do it myself in time. Plus, I'd have to invest in a sewing machine and a whole bunch of other equipment. That's why I got a friend to do it. It did not turn out the way that I wanted. I wanted a very specific look, which I will eventually just do it myself and create the thing that I wanted because I still want to own the item in my mind. But I'll just make it myself later on in life, I guess. But I'm exercising gratitude and I am grateful for it. However, I did talk to the person who made it because it really was a disappointment that it didn't turn out how I asked. Like when you trust people with your creative vision and they completely fumble the bag or, they just
are not honoring your wishes. It's really frustrating, especially when you're paying. But again, I'm grateful for how it turned out. I'm going to move on. And I still have beautiful memories associated with the outfit. So yeah, I'm not going to be mad about that. But I'm still grateful for it. It still served. It was still a look. For me, it was giving very diva, like from her official music video. So that's why I also threw on some shades. So yeah, the look was what it was. I also had wanted to do her mother of pearl shirt, but A, it was sold out. B, it was very expensive. Like, girl, that's such a huge chunk of my paycheck. It just was not going to be realistic. Like, girl, again, you are buying clothes to sit in a stadium. You're not on stage one day, but you are not there yet. So let's save the coin, okay? We still need to live regular life after this. So yeah, I wanted to get something similar. I couldn't find that because I wanted to match with the green, right? With the emerald hat. So I couldn't find a shirt like that. You know, it just wasn't working. I really wanted to get green gloves, but it was way too close to the time. Like, it was 2 weeks before the show. I was like, there's no way this is coming in on time. Also, like, am I spending more money to be listening to music live, standing or sitting? Does it really make sense? I couldn't justify buying the gloves. I had also wanted to do glittery sheriff boots, but it was also like, okay, this is not going to come in on time. And also, again, the price. I was like, let's just keep everything we get now under $50. I'm not doing too much here because I've already done a lot. What else was I going to wear? I was going to do the gloves, going to do the mother of pearl. I wanted something to match with the green hat because I'm like, this green hat is just throwing everything completely off. So I was kind of feeling a way about that. When I saw the merch, guys, I saw the merch table. I didn't realize that emerald green is one of her colors that is in the merch. Like, I was so happy to see that, you know? And this is like not the first time where I've unintentionally matched something very specific colors. Like, for example, in this video I did over here at my cousin's wedding, I didn't know the wedding colors, but the two dresses I happened to pack matched the theme of the wedding. So shout out to the Holy Ghost because he is my stylist and he just puts on my spirit the colors that I need to be wearing, and I end up matching. So I'm proud of this look. I think that if I had ditched the second belt, I didn't need the green belt, that would have been better. I wish I had emerald gloves or a mother of pearl shirt or both, even with the denim jacket. I wore the merch shirt or bodysuit just because I'm like, okay, it has some elements of green on here and it's merch, it's official merch. You know, I have a reason to wear this, and I knew it was going to be hot, so it made more sense to just wear something short sleeved. So yeah, I'm moderately happy with the look. I think I worked it. I just felt like if the jacket had come out the way I wanted, it wouldn't have been too busy. I felt like it was a bit busy. And if I had even if the jacket didn't come out how I wanted, if I had a plain emerald green shirt or if I had something, I felt like I could have served even more. However, I am proud of what I did. I did everything with intention. And guess what? No one else had my outfit, okay? There were a lot of people who had the same skirt, who had the same shoes, who had the same idea, the same theme. And of course, the queen asked for silver. There's only so much silver in the world within our budgets as working class people who are also young adults who have not made our generational wealth yet. So, you know, H&M and Shein and all those other stores only have so many options. And everyone looked good. Everyone looked unique in their own way. At the same time, there were some people who did denim like me, which was great. And B did denim. And also, I'm just really happy with the fact that I did something unique. This is one of a kind. I will always attach the memories to this very outfit. And again, it was unique. That's what I am. Okay? I'm one of one, number one, and the only one. Yes, other people wore denim. Other people did the cowgirl boots and hat. Other people did the hat with the jewels, but nobody had my outfit.
All right, y'all, we made it. We're gonna show outfits soon. We are looking for merch. Yes, Cliff is ready. Wendell, you ready? We're gonna look for merch and then make our way in. Hopefully Blue is performing. That's who I came to see. I don't know about y'all.
Fabulous audience tonight. Looking at your faces, I feel so much joy. I want you to know I love you deep, 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 deep.
Okay, the experience. Also, am I giving mother? Like, I don't know why. I am really, really feeling this look. I don't know why. Maybe because it looks like I get 8 hours plus of sleep. But no, this is really giving. Comment below your favorite look from this whole video, because honestly, I've been trying to give y'all just a little taste because I am a fashion girl at heart. So, not even at heart. I am a fashion girl. Let me own it. All right, so getting there early was great. So my experience with it, I was like, I'm going to be there at 4 p.m. Like, doors open at 8, but I'm going to be there at 4. And everyone else was like, oh, well, we're going to be there at 5, 6. Our Uber comes at 4. It's not even about traffic for me. It was about parking. I already knew, because I was taking a car, like, I'm going to need parking. And I checked online ahead of time. You can't book parking in advance. So I was like, okay, it's Beyonce. We know the traffic's already going to be a lot, but the city is going to kind of get shut down because, let's be honest, this has happened before. Okay, traffic is just different when Beyonce's in town. So I was like, okay, let me get there at 4 and let me get my parking child, because I am not trying to park on West Hastings. No shade. And come back and suddenly my car doesn't have a radio. So I was like, no. So getting there early was great. I parked at Costco. You know what's so crazy? A lot of the things that happened, I spoke it before it did. Like, I checked, like I said, the venue and the parking available and the map, and I saw Costco, and Costco is like so far on the map. Like, if you see the map, Costco is actually a lot closer than it looks on the thing. But I was like, let me just go ahead and park at Costco, child, because I'm not trying to go through this. Ended up parking at Costco. You know, it was so nice. It was so cool to just like see a whole bunch of people. You could tell who was going to the concert, because the girls and the dolls were in heels, were in silvers, metallics, the shades, like the cowboy hat, cowgirl hats, like just people going down the street looking like, imagine being in the Costco parking lot. Okay, I was waiting outside Costco trying to call my friends, being like, hey guys, who has a credit card, because they're not accepting my debit card. So I was like, okay, are you guys close? And I'm literally sitting outside Costco. I'm seeing people looking like alien superstars. Like, baby, I wanted to take my phone out and take pictures, but I'm like, okay, people's privacy, you know, I want to respect that. But the girls had glasses. They were looking like celebs and stars walking amongst the civilians at Costco who are just trying to like stock up on their bulk supplies for the week for their family and get the toilet paper they need. So it was iconic. I was living for it. It was so cute. We would like all cross the street together from, you know, from wherever people got dropped off, which happened to be around Costco, to the actual venue. And it was just like, it was like a whole moment. Like, I feel like these kind of things are like unique experiences that happen around concerts. It was great to experience that. Advice: charge your phone. I was driving. I literally drove straight from dropping off my bunnies and being at home, packing my bag,
Didn't have time to stop at the Airbnb because traffic was so crazy. That's why I had so much time to be filming all them videos. Like I said, I wasn't filming while the car was moving. We were bumper to bumper traffic. And like there was no time to stop at the Airbnb even though it was on the way. So I was like, okay, I had my shirt on underneath. I was ready to go. And I did my makeup in the car. That was just what had to happen. And I had 2 phones, which was great. I have the phone that I'm recording on now and my main phone, because that one is my old phone and it has a lot more storage. And Apple stays playing with me. So I was trying to charge 2 phones at once, and between them, they were both at 50%. And I just had no plan. So I need y'all to charge your phones before you go, because I really went in there just frazzled and a whole mess. So charge your phone. The plus side is that I had friends there. They had their portable charger, and I know I was annoying. I was that person. You know when like someone's phone is at like a low percentage, they're like, can I use your charger? And it's like, sure, but like, girl, you should have charged it. So charge your phone or bring a portable charger. That is absolutely the best course of action. Shout out to Cliff and Wendell. They definitely hooked it up. I appreciated that a lot. So we got there pretty early. We had no problems getting in, I thank God. Like, it was just a smooth sailing. I mean, like, I guess it's not too dramatic, but I wish they let people take pictures with the, you know, the Renaissance poster. Because I know it was just for like, oh, it's just for VIP. It's not for the regulars. Like, but it's like, guys, come on, it's a picture. And like, we literally asked the girl, like, I don't think it was me. Did I film this? I'll insert a clip if I did. But somebody asked, like, can we take a picture with this? No, it's only for VIP. But you can take a picture if I turn my back. She said something like that. And it's like, okay, well, can you turn your back so we can take the picture? Like, if you're not looking, can we take the picture? Someone said something like that.
Oh, 2, 1.
We got our picture, but I wish that we could all have that experience of just taking a picture with the poster. Because, come on. Like, I understand that you're trying to make VIP exclusives, but they're already getting the seats that they're getting. They're already being featured on her website. They're already, like, gonna be close. They're already gonna be the ones who go viral on TikTok. Like, give us something. Give us one picture with this piece of paper, please. Like, that's all I ask. But anyway, we were nice and early. We went to get fries. That's when Shishi and I saw my friend, who I did not know was going to be there. Miss Thing and I took pictures. It was very cute. We had our moment. And you may recognize her from the dancing portion of part 1 of my grad story, where it was like my last day at university. I think it's titled something like, fun fact, I'm never going back to school. Been there, done that. You see my little 10-day tape and my dumb ass. Don't call it impossible if you really want that. The only other artist who I can really say I know a lot of their discography is Chance the Rapper. It's literally those 2 for me. I wanted to go to the 10-year anniversary. Wanted to go to the freaking Blue Notes Festival. All of that fell through. And that's, again, how I know if God wants me to be somewhere, I'll be there. If God doesn't want me to be somewhere, the plans will fall through. So for me, I was like, okay, I thought we were going to do Chance and Beyonce this year for my Jordan year, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll save my money. And I'll meet them eventually, but I thought I was going to see them. But anyway. This is the line. It's crazy. Guys, the color is green. You see the color? Look what I'm in. Emerald green. Are you laughing? Woo! It is hot. I needed a fan and I already knew. You know what? She was smart for this. They were out there selling fans, and the fans were like, I think the cheapest item. They were $45 Canadian. And then I think was it heated? After she was in the like Birth of Venus clamshell, and she's like, who bought a fan? Go ahead and get your fans. We're like, this woman is smart. Sell fans for the merch. Have a moment on stage where you tell everyone, take your fan out that you bought from merch. And then they feel like, yes, $45 well spent. But honestly, whew, guys,
Wow. And these fans are nice. The whole show, this was me. Just dancing and fanning myself and trying not to hit the person beside me and just, whoo. This fan came in handy though, Shane. We got the food. We ready. We're ready. We're so ready. And everyone being the visuals. Oh my gosh, heels. Yes. Oh my God. Hey. You are styling. We got fries because everything there was so expensive. Oh my gosh, we walked in and there was this pregnant woman who was ready for her show, girl. She said, I don't care if I'm 9 months. I paid for them seats. I'm gonna be at the show. She was there looking glamorous. And then like as soon as we walked in and saw her, we were like looking for the merch. And then one of the security guards was like, oh yeah, like, you know, just to warn you, the merch is expensive. Like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, girl, that merch, your wallet is gonna be hurting. And we saw, the first thing we saw was the Balenciaga collab $600 sweater. And we're like, but then, okay, we saw the line and there were different merch sections and there were lines. The line was so huge. But that is where I saw that my green was not so off theme. Because I really felt like insecure a little bit because I had already planned my outfit in February, okay? And Miss Thing said, hey guys, it's my birthday. Let's all wear silver. And I was like, this jacket had already been in production. This had already, like we had already decided on the look. I was like, that's not gonna be possible for me, baby. And I was like, oh, green, like that seems so random of a color. But literally we saw the merch and I didn't even realize, because I've been avoiding all spoilers, some of the merch was green and it was the exact same emerald. I just felt like another hug, another nod, like this was confirmation that I was supposed to be there. And yeah, I mean, we made friends with someone in the merch line who literally was like, hey, can you take our order? Like, we'll give you the money right now. So that happened. Wendell got his shirt, I think. And then the rest of us got fans. And it was just like, it was iconic. I have not left that fan alone since buying it. I know my bunnies are sick. I'm just, like, I just keep clicking that fan. I look like Candy sitting in the club. No. Sitting alone in the club. In VIP. This is actually so crazy, but while me and my friend are taking pictures, which by the way, the reason I'm not saying her name is, as you've probably guessed if you saw my video, the one that I'm talking about, my last day at university, I don't remember her name. This is a thing that would happen a lot with the people I would dance with. We'd see each other time and time again, have each other's numbers, follow each other on social media, and then the person gets lost in the feed and I'm not on Instagram. Literally log on once a year and instantly regret it every time. That's why I just am not on there. So I even forget their username, forget the number in my phone, or I'll be going through trying to clear storage, deleting contacts, like who's this? Delete. So I don't know her name, but we have a picture together. She is that girl. She's always been that girl. Like if I ever do a music video, Miss Thing is gonna be there with me. Don't know how I'll find her to contact her. I'll have to send a bat signal and just somehow find her. We were taking our pictures, having our fun. Afterwards, she's there with the fries. Okay, so everything was expensive, right? So literally we went to go get food. The only thing that wasn't unreasonable were the fries. And those were like, I think $11. Yeah, $11 fries. Fries, potatoes. And the burgers were like $20, $17. I was like, no. So, I mean, and I had fries on the ferry. Because like I said, you know, maybe I didn't explain this, but I was traveling on the ferry. So I had fries while I was on the ferry because I'm like, oh, you know, let me just eat something light. I'll eat when I get there. Got there, had fries again. I was like, why, guys? Why are we being punished? But anyway, skinny queen. So while we were taking our pictures, afterwards, she was like, someone from BC Place just took a picture of me. At first, I'm like, okay. Beyonce's team does take pictures of the fans, but I don't think that that's what's happening because it's not like an aesthetically pleasing location. We're literally in a hallway, very industrial, like, so I was like, okay, someone from BC Place. Turns out that she ended up becoming like the poster girl, the cover girl for make sure to get your snacks before the show. Like, and it was so cute. And I'm like, okay. And she ate. Didn't she eat? Go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna leave it right here on the screen. Like, I was like, my girl made it. Like, look at that. And something about us Moyos, like, we gonna find our way in front of a camera, okay? So I live. It was really iconic and really cool. We took our pictures before the show, which is another reason it was great that we got there. I think we were inside around maybe like 5, 6, and the show started at 8. Well, we'll get to that. So we were there early. We took our pictures. It was great. Like, you know, we had so many, like, you know that I'm gonna be extra when the cameras go pop, 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 pop. We were giving pop, 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 pop. Like, we gave that. Like, it was so good. We had our moments. We took all the shots we wanted. I'm including everything because it's here. And where else am I going to get the chance to share it? It's relevant. There was this person with a pink cowgirl hat. We saw them get up so many times. We were sat down for like maybe not even 10 minutes. Okay, let's say 10 to 45 minutes because time just didn't exist at that point. I was just trying to charge at least one phone while we were waiting for the show and we had our fries and everything. And literally, we saw him get up like 5 different times to take pictures. We're like, our girl is back. Taking pictures again. We're like, is that an influencer? Are we just like not on game? Like, are they taking pictures with different people? Or is it just like the angle wasn't right the first time, the second time, or the third time? But that's the joy of getting there early. You can take as many pictures as you want, and it's incredible. I think that we all got every picture that we possibly wanted.
Y'all, we made it. We made it. Miss Moya, wait, it's live. Did you want it live? It's okay. Yeah? Okay. Yes. Miss Honey. Miss Honey. Come on, Miss Moya. Oh, okay, showing the hat. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Give us face. Yes. Give us eyebrow. Your signature eyebrow.
She didn't have an opening act, but she did have a DJ who I do believe is local to Van. Correct me if I'm wrong. I completely forget her name. This is her. She's so cute. Mama had taste. Comment her name if you know, and if she's local. Like, put me on, because she gave us the soundtrack as we were taking pictures in the background, as we were just waiting for the show.
fun. Like, yeah, it really added something to that, because I know that the house scene has a lot of DJs, right? So why not big up the DJs? It was really, really great. And I know that B picks people to work with intentionally, so I'm sure there's like, you know, a deeper connection to why she was the DJ, because I think it's been a different DJ every show. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, I have not watched other people's shows, but just judging off the pictures on the website, I do believe that it's been a different DJ, and I do believe it has been a local DJ to eat. But yes, she had taste, we were bopping to her selections before the show, and she provided incredible background music as we took our picks. Question for you. So, if B were to have had an opener, who would you want to see? Personally, I have a list of people I would like to see. I would like to see some smaller artists, something different, something unexpected. Like, of course, there are the girls who are on her label, but some of the girls who I would have loved to have seen as openers, just hypothetically, are Zinni the Queen, who dropped an incredible album called For a Season. Very similar concept to Donna Summer's 4 Seasons of Love, except a different take on it. Just like each month of the year pretty much has a song. 12 songs, 12 bops, takes you through the whole cycle. And by the way, if you're the type of person who you listen to albums, like all the way through, you're listening to the album, you care about sequencing, like there's a storyline behind it, Zinni the Queen For a Season, she's your girl. That would have been iconic. I know she's still new, and I know the artists kind of need to like develop a bit before they're pushed out into the wild, but you know, Zinni the Queen, I feel she could have gave us a little something. Similar vibe to Chloe and Halle with the harmonies and stuff like that. But yes, also Rimmon, Aquila, and Artemis. I feel like, okay, and I'm gonna put pictures because I know some of these people are very underground. If you Google them, you might not find them. Others are on the rise and a little more well-known. I'll include all of their screenshots up here and the details down below. But yes, Aquila gives more like Afro beats, and I know that since The Gift, Beyonce has integrated more Afro beats into her music and her discography, even on Renaissance. You know, Move, come on. Heated is my track, guys. I can't lie, that song is my favorite song. But yes, so Aquila does give, she's kind of like if Alessia Cara did Afro beats, and her name's Aquila. So that's a little inside joke. Artemis, Rimmon, or Zinni the Queen. But, you know, I think the fact that she did DJs was relevant to the Renaissance world building because, again, house has a lot of DJs. Like, you know, DJs play house. That's where you hear it at the club. So I think it was relevant. It made sense for sure. Include some clips of the show, not everything. If you want to see the full show, Google away. Like, enough of the clips are there that you can piece together the whole show. Some people, I think, live streamed their cities, so feel free to do that. But I will say I'm glad that I avoided spoilers because it was just really great to enter the world of Renaissance and the world building that Beyonce did and just take everything in as I saw it in real time. I was fully present. I wasn't like, oh wait, is she gonna do this song? Because in this location, she did this and da-da-da. Like I had seen, like I said, the outfits. And she gave us new outfits. She gave, and she did, because on the Run tour, on the Run 2, she also gave new outfits at Vancouver. She's like, this is the coldest show I've ever performed. Poor baby. She had to do something, something new. But anyway, it was nice to get that because Canada, we don't get a lot of tour dates from Beyonce, just kind of Toronto and Vancouver. So when she is there, for her to show us some love with like, oh, let me give them a new fit. Let me give them a look. Let me give something original, a Canada exclusive. Like, we got that. We really did. We really did. I liked it. I thought it was so fun. You know what? I like Beyonce. Her taste is very different. You wouldn't expect for her to like certain things. I like her outfits. I always have. I think they were really cool. It was cool to see some Ivy Park or Ivy Paradise integrated. The church girl where she was wearing like a whole choir robe and then took it off and had the fringe. I was
Girl. It fit the theme of the song. It was really cool. Her opening look was gorgeous, like with the whole veil. Oh man, like it was just beautiful. And was there, oh yeah, the denim outfit. Come on now. Who was on theme? That was really cool to see. Was there another outfit? Oh, no, I don't think I can. But yeah, I think it was really good that I was just genuinely reacting to everything in real time and I didn't know what to expect. And yeah, like I said, I found like I was dancing and singing along more than I was watching B. But I mean, that makes sense. We are the visuals after all. Speaking of the Hive. Everyone looked so good. Like, some were recreating some of the looks that she's done on tour.
Yes, Miss Honey.
Some were giving, like I said, Alien Superstar. Like, we were getting so many looks. People had on silver. She did joke that, like, oh, I've seen my skirt, like, on 3 different people at this point. But yet, everyone's look looked unique. Like, yes, there were the themes, like, of the, you know, the rodeo, the glamour, the this, right? The tassels even on the hat, the fringe, right? The denim, other people had on denim, the cowgirl boots, the silver. I mean, even tour looks, right? Like, it was still unique. Everyone had their own spin on it. And it was really cool to see that. We really were the visuals. Like, I get it. You know what's so crazy? Before Beyonce said, you are the visuals, I have definitely, and I have screenshot proof, told everyone in our BeyHive group chat, we're not getting music videos, guys. We are the visuals, okay? At this point, we are the visuals. And then, let me tell you, a few weeks later, what did Miss Mama say? You are the visuals, baby.
Y'all good?
I told y'all, me and B, we're like this. It's okay. We're like this. You know what's so crazy? I know some people on Twitter in the Hive thought that I was Beyonce's secret account because I have a Stan Twitter account. I'm not on Twitter much anymore. I'm not even on my own personal one. But, you know, just some of the things I would comment and then Beyonce would say it somehow, like in an interview or on stage. I know people were like, we got you. Yeah, we got you. It wasn't Beyonce, guys, it was me. But yeah, we were the visuals. Everyone looked so good. It was so fun. I've never been to like those nerd conventions. Like, no offense. I say nerd lovingly, okay? I'm a nerd for Beyonce, you know? I've never been to those nerd conventions for like Star Wars and like the Comic-Cons and stuff. But it felt like that, where I would see someone, I'm like, you're referencing her Ivy Trails. This outfit was from Ivy Trails. Oh my gosh, you're referencing this look from this. Like, I felt like that. Or like, oh my gosh, you're actually wearing Ivy Park. Or like, it felt so good. Like, I felt like, wow, I'm among people who get it, like who have the same interests as me, who can relate. And I felt like I really did choose the right outfit. The Hive were so encouraging, even in person, and it was just so cool to be singing along, and even people I didn't go there with are singing the words right beside me. Like, we're all gagging together. We're all like screaming the lyrics, looking at each other. Like, you know, it just felt so good. It really did. It just felt like community. And again, I think I'm the only one in our section or of our friend group, I'll say that because I couldn't see everyone, who literally knew every lyric. I know they were sick of me. They were like, huh, is this new? I'm like, no, this is from Dangerously in Love, the album. Like, huh, is this new? No, this is from B-Day. Like, I was singing every song, guys. I know people thought that I thought I was Beyonce. Like, girl, we didn't pay to hear you. We paid to hear her. You could still hear her, but I was getting my entire life.
Hey guys, really fun fact, this is the second time that I'm editing this clip. I actually had this entire video done in time, but I realized that I deleted a very crucial part. So I've had to re-edit this part right here, so I am going to talk over it. But the good news is you guys were not about to see this clip. I added it just now, so the fact that I had to re-edit means that you guys get to see the Break My Soul breakdown. And yes, it has to sound chaotic because I do not want this video blocked and taken down. All right, y'all, so as you probably have guessed, I don't want to get copy strikes, so I am gonna tell you a little story as the music is going on in the background. So Formation was the song where we were bobbing our heads. I literally know the entire, choreography to Formation. I mean, it came out in 2016. It's now 2023 at the time of recording this. So I've had time to learn it and see it enough times. It felt so good to dance along with it. Like, I like concerts, I really do. But I think my favorite thing about concerts is really the performing part of it. Like, just watching someone perform is great for sure. But I feel like, I get the same feeling when I watch sports. Like, there are certain sports I don't watch because it's just boring. It's boring to watch because you know it's more fun to play. Like soccer, I understand it. Obviously, it's a really simple game to understand, to watch. But I don't enjoy watching it because I played soccer. So it was more fun to actually play the game than to sit and watch somebody else's game. And I kind of feel like that about concerts. Other concerts I've been to, Beyonce's one was really fun because I knew a lot of the songs in her discography. So I was familiar with the songs that were used for transitions. It was really a new experience because I've never been to an artist who I actually know a lot of their work. Beyonce is the only artist who I know a lot of her discography. Maybe her and Chance the Rapper. Everyone else I kind of listen to here and there, just because I don't have much storage space in my brain to memorize everyone's content. And also, I don't love every single artist's sound. There are certain sounds I gravitate toward, and Beyonce consistently has that, and so does Chance. I can't put my finger on it, but it's a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna keep talking. I know that you can probably hear the music faintly in the background, which is what I want, because all of these clips are timed with the music and with what was actually going on. And if there was no such thing as copyright strikes, I would totally just play it for you guys. And it is a transformative work because I am commenting on my experience of the show. I'm not just ripping it off and showing the whole thing, but other artists who are part of this, they deserve their coin too. But that being said, they don't deserve to block my video and not have it be seen at all after all the time and effort I've put into it. So yeah, that's my reason for talking behind it. But yeah, the choreo was cool. The lighting was really cool. I want to include the interludes somehow, but they are obviously Beyonce's creative. She has the IP for that. They're her creative intellectual property. So I don't want to rip her off. So if they're in the movie, which is coming out very soon, then I guess you guys will see it there. But it was so cool how the lights made it look like they were lasers in one part. It was actually so incredible.
Are y'all gonna help me sing? Is that all right? Are y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, here we go.
And that really added to the world building of it too. I think this is definitely one of those shows where I didn't feel like I need to be on stage because otherwise I'm gonna mentally check out. It's nothing against, you know, artists, certain artists. It's literally just a me thing when it comes to watching people be active. I would rather be active myself when it comes to sports. But Beyonce was definitely, no, she wasn't an exception because I still wanted to be on that stage.
You'll see it in the clips. I was getting my entire existence, and that's what I paid for. That and being able to sit down, which I couldn't sit down and see, so at least I had a good time, you know, singing with the Hive. But yes, the Hive are so encouraging. They took pictures of us as a group, you know, like posed, we danced. It was like one huge after party. There was an after party after the show, which was like a little bit random, but like right outside, they're like, yes, guys, the after party at Fortune Club. It's free if you have Beyonce tickets. Come to the after party. People were paying them dust. But I kind of wanted to go. I felt curious. I was like, let's see what this is about. Didn't end up going. None of my crew ended up going. If you did end up going and you were in Vancouver, how was it? You know?
But the show is over.
Yep.
Yes. Tara, do you want to give your thoughts?
I just want to say, Beyonce, we love you. You could have just given us an encore, but you know,
Could have been on
2
time.
hours. Exactly.
Could have been on time.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I was in line.
I
was afraid I wouldn't make it.
Midnight. You could have been on time.
Could have been on time, girl. And now I gotta drive to my Airbnb. They're texting me, but it's okay, girl.
Yeah, could have been on time. Loved the show though. Enjoyed it.
You
We
know,
danced the night away.
We danced, our feet hurt.
Our feet hurt like crazy. I want to take off my shoes, but the floor's dirty. But could have been on time.
Our
Love you.
voices are gone, but
Done.
we love you, B.
Done. We'll not be
Yes.
picking our phone calls tomorrow.
There were a few shady things that were happening after the show in terms of security not being there at all and someone leaving their bags, and then like people who were clearly not part of the concert. I'm not trying to assume that they were homeless. I don't think that they were. But someone who definitely looked a little rough going to the bag to try and take things, and me and Shishi being like, that doesn't look right. So literally going to the guy and being like, hey, is that yours? And, you know, him being like, it's my friend's. And it's like, no, it's not, sir. Please just put it back. Literally a bag full of people's shoes and like outfit pieces. I was like, what? So it was a lot, but, and security was nowhere to be found. There was a time like 50 police officers rushed past us. I don't know where they were going. Apparently there were a lot of celebrities at the Vancouver show. Maybe that's why people were screaming so much at the beginning. I know Jay-Z was there, Blue was there, obviously. Rumi was there, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, a few others. I don't really know everyone who was there, but you know, maybe that's why all the police in Vancouver were there and not focusing on who is leaving bags outside a concert, A, and B, people stealing from the bag. But anyway, the Hive was great. Even as I took my pictures outside, because I was like, I realized I never had one with the pose. So even as I took my pictures, they were like, yes, mama, hyping me up. I didn't even realize they were talking to me at first. It was so fun. It was so beautiful. I really appreciated it. I'm so glad I went.
Please give it up for the legendary Blue Hive.
Of course, I knew the part with Blue. We asked, okay, so because we got there really early, we were talking, and then the security guards, you know, were around and they could hear us because we were waiting for our friend. So we were kind of like at the front. So this is when they were telling us, by the way, the merch is expensive and, you know, da-da-da. So we were also like, oh, like, I wonder if Blue's gonna be here or if she's in school. And then one of the guards is like, I will tell you, Blue has been spotted in the building. And we said, oh, Blue is in the building. We were excited because I wanted to see Blue. Brown skin girl. Some of y'all don't know, Blue was the youngest recording artist and human being to be on a track recommended for a certain award or to hit #1 or something like that. And I know y'all think, oh, brown skin girl. No, I'm talking about Glory. Y'all don't even know about Glory, and that's sick. Slept on. It's a gem. It went #1 in my heart and is still on the charts for me. Top 10 best songs I've heard in life. Glory by Jay-Z. Look it up. It's a beautiful song. I cry every time and it's gorgeous. And she was on that track as a baby. I think she was like 12 days old and they're like, let's go ahead and get a voice note. Oh, she's cooing. Perfect. We're adding this to the track. And the song is a bop. Guys, tell me why we were louder when Blue hopped on stage. It was so cool to see her. Because Beyonce was like, this my bloodline. And then they posed. And it was quiet, for them. But we're all like,
Hey guys, again, don't want to get this video blocked after all the hard work that I've put into it. So, very random fact, but Blue and Beyonce are the same age difference as my mom and I, and my mom and Beyonce are the same age difference as Blue and I. So, my mom was born in 1970, Beyonce in 81, 11 years. I was born 2000, Blue in 2012. She was born when I was 11 turning 12. My mom had me at 29 turning 30. Beyonce had Blue at, I think, either 30 or she was also 29 turning 30. I thought that was really cool. So there we go, random fact.
Assembly line frequency as I tap my MPC. I find the Mecca, Chicago, ATL, NYC. North City, house speaks great beats. They looped, I looped. The sample to feel free. Soundscape memories. Hands on the machine. The soul's battery. Surrender to the current. Scratch the needle, track my body. Phase in my deepest dreams. Loop the sample. Release. Loop the sample. It's the floor where all are free. Sonic singularity, future liberty. Come with me through my portal, my insanity, where I am. My renaissance, my house of chrome, where I'm reborn. Where you at?
The show started a little late. Before the show, a crew member could be moving something on stage. Everyone, "Wah! Wah!" Someone could be walking down below, like walking to VIP. "Wah!" And it just was like, wait, is she here? Wait, is she here? So many false alarms and false starts. So many false alarms. I literally went to Wendell and I'm like, because Wendell said he had seen the whole thing on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, what's her opening track? He said, it's Dangerously in Love. I'm like, okay, so until we hear Dangerously in Love, let's save our voices. Let's stop screaming. I will be screaming when Mama hits the stage. And yes, it was such a beautiful time. And the screaming was not, when she did hit the stage, it wasn't like a screaming of like anything spiritually weird. It's just people are excited. We spent so much money to be here and get ready, and we're here. This is the moment we waited months for. Like, some of us are seeing her for the first time in our lives. Some of us are seeing her for the last time in our lives. We don't know. Like,
anything could happen in life, right? Or maybe it's a once in a lifetime thing for some people, you know? Like, people are excited. It's the moment they waited for. They're in the same room as Beyonce, who we've heard about for so much of our, you know, collective existence. For those of us who were born after or around her solo career, our whole lives, right? We finally get to see her in person and witness what everyone be talking about. So I'll mention more about her in particular in my message for B section. She did an incredible job. She's a great singer live. Mic was on. With the theme of Renaissance being ballroom, obviously the correct choreo would be voguing and all of the dance moves that go along with that. Guys, voguing is hard. Guys, this is not easy. The duck walk is not easy. Your thighs, you'll start respecting people who do the duck walks and all the dancing, because it's not easy. I almost twisted my ankle. I remember there was a time I was watching these ballroom videos on YouTube and I saw this girl do a certain dip, and I was like, oh, let me go ahead and try that. I even tried to do the duck walk thing, bro. Twisted my ankle in my bedroom and I was like, let me just go to sleep. It's 11 p.m. Let me go to sleep and stop twisting my ankle trying to do this dance. Let's leave it for those who know what to do. And if that was the reason why she was dancing less, I respect it. And I think anyone who has ever tried to do ballroom dancing and choreo and all of that, you'll understand. Even this is not easy to do. The timing of it, come on. And by the way, and I didn't see much of the show because the person who was in front of me was taller than me and standing the entire time. I would have loved to have been able to just see everything and have the freedom and the option to sit down, because my feet were hurting in the boots, even with the tiny little heel. By the way, the tiny heels end up actually being less comfortable than you would think, okay? When it comes to a 6-inch heel or a 4-inch heel or a 2-inch heel, the 2-inch heel will absolutely take you out. So I didn't have the luxury of being able to actually see much. So the clips that I'm showing you from my friends' phones and from mine is literally me watching it for the first time. For me, while I was there, I was mostly just dancing, getting my life, dancing and singing along more than I was watching B, because I couldn't see anyway. And, but at the same time, I feel like that's the point. The point of Renaissance was just to have a party, have fun, just be dancing and having a good time, making memories with your friends. And that's exactly what we had. I was so grateful to have seen my friends there. There were other friends I wanted to meet up with from high school that ended up falling through. It was just nice to see my friends, be with my friends, have our moments of eating the fries together, taking the pictures, dancing along, singing the lyrics. I swear I was probably one of the only people in my row, in my section where I was sitting, who knew every word. The music would play like a little intro of something and I'd be like, oh, it's this song. But then she wouldn't actually sing that song. She'd do something else. And then she would look to me like, wait, what song is that? Is that this? And I'd be like, no, it's this. Or like, oh, she's playing this song. It felt like all the years I've spent listening to the music and memorizing the intro, not on purpose, but you hear a song enough times, you know it. It felt like this was the time that this mattered. I didn't waste my time. I actually know this and it counts because I get to fully understand, the moment. Beyonce's discography is cohesive even within itself. She can remix a song from album 1 with album 7 and it makes sense. It's cohesive. There's a continual storyline. I'll get more into that with what I've noticed from her albums. Maybe that would be a different video, but I've noticed Beyonce tends to do a concept album personal, concept personal, concept personal. Yeah, so it's interesting to see how from her own personal narratives that are woven throughout to see how her story is kind of expressed and of course what she wants to share, because that's her right. All right, y'all, on to our next section.
So here's everything I noticed about Beyonce as a person. This was my first time being in the same room as her. So, you know, I pay attention to things. And like I said, it's about to get real parasocial, real delusional. So if that triggers you, go ahead and skip to the exit because, I mean, at this point, you've seen so much of the video. I don't feel like you need to see this. So the first thing I noticed when Beyonce stepped on the stage was her beautiful smile. I don't know if it's because I've seen her face a lot on the, you know, during my time actively in the Hive, or if it's because it's really like that. But looking at her, it felt like looking at myself. I noticed that, like, you know, she smiles like out the corner of her mouth, like she's like, Vancouver. And I was like, wait a second, my face look like that?
Guys, I'm just jealous because all of my friends that know me tell me that I remind them of Beyonce. So you can.
Beyonce, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But even say that, oh my God, are you insane? Beyonce?
But it was just some little things I noticed. I just felt like, wow, like she's human. What I got from her being on stage and her being this tiny little dot that I could barely see because the person was standing in front of me, and also because I was far away, is that, like, she's not this character. She's not a larger than life character that you think that she is because of everything you see in the media, or like how dramatic everyone is. They're like, Beyonce's family reveals what she's like at dinner. Like, why are you fiending for like little bits of information about her? She's a human being. And I thought that was so beautiful. It was so relatable. She started with Dangerously in Love. I'm a Dangerously in Love stan. I love you, baby, I love you. You are the sun. I was like, yes. Guys, I was so happy. And she just, you could see her just looking around and really taking it all in. That's what I noticed. She seemed very present. You could see her reflecting. You could see the wheels turning behind her head, and it was so nice. Like, I don't know. She's just one of those people you can see from afar, and she just carries this light. There really is this light about her. Even how she set up Renaissance World Tour. Now this is my budget version. I don't have a grand piano to sit on. I have my keyboard that I'm sitting beside. I don't have the whole thing with the horse. I just have the fan. And I don't have the lights. All I have is some little discos that are iridescent. So I'm trying to capture a very budget version of the experience. But what I loved about it is, like, she and the team designed the tour, I believe, specifically for the fans who are not in the very front, because the visuals on the screens were huge. If you were in the front row or in the pit, like, you're getting a headache. Like, I hope you brought Tylenol or Advil, because you're going to get a headache. The lights are too close, too big. I don't know how their experience is. I can't speak for that. But I think that she designed it to be big so that even if you're sitting in the back, you can still see what's going on and you feel like you're part of the experience. The interludes, they really, like, added to the world building of the entire show. And again, they're on this huge screen. This is one of my favorite interludes. The song in the background is Family Feud by Jay-Z featuring Beyonce on his album 444. What I love about these interludes that I've included here is the use of the lights to make it look like a laser. Like, it gives very galactic, it's very futuristic. It's unique. Like,
it's 3D. It's not just about what's on the screen, but also how the lights are factoring into it and how it looks like the light is lasering something. Like you really feel immersed into this world as if like, yes, I'm really in outer space and I'm watching this building being lasered, or this church, you know, stained glass window being put together right before my eyes. Like this is just like next level creativity.
It really was designed with fans in mind who are not necessarily at the front. Because if you think about it, most of the people who bought tickets there are not in the very front. The majority of the tickets are in the stands and they're pretty far back. Yeah, I really loved that there was a mix of the camera angles where you could see a mirror image on each side of the look, like the dome, and they played around with that dome shape, making it like a globe in some of the interludes, making it part of it, you know, as a flat surface in other ways. The ways they utilized that space, it was so interesting. And even like the Vogue part, the ballroom part, where they used like a live camera and put the feed on the domes, like it was so cool. Like we felt like we were getting that up close and personal experience while still being far away. And I know that that was intentional. And what I love about that is Beyonce made an effort to still make all the fans feel connected no matter where you're sitting in the stands. I loved that.
It's me. No right way. No wrong way. It is only one way. And that is the Renaissance way. This is a reminder.
I really noticed, even in the clips I've seen now of the previous, you know, stops and everything, that she makes an effort to connect with the people at that very show and having a personal experience with them. If someone has a sign, she is reading that sign. Her eyesight must be 20/20, girl, because I don't know how she's seeing what y'all be writing on there. She just always switches it up a little bit for each show. I think actually she did a new opening look for every stop, and I feel like she debuted new looks at every single city, and I don't think she repeated too many outfits. Now, not everyone has that budget, but what that did as a fan to, you know, to the performers, you feel like, wow, we're seeing something new, even though the show has been going on for months. At this point, so many people have probably seen the whole show online, but she would switch little things here and there and make it personal for each stop. Like, for example, I don't think she did as many songs from 4 at previous shows. I think Vancouver was unique in that. I don't know how Mama knew I was gonna be there and that I'm a 4 stan. That album is my joint, guys. Like, 4 is in my top 3 Beyonce albums ever. And I was so happy to hear Love on Top, and then she remixed it with, what was that? Dun, 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 dun. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. And she mixed it with Jackson 5, I Want You Back. I love that remix. I love it. And it was so special. I think she also did I Care. Hey, like, I think that we got I Care. Like, I feel like she did a lot of songs from 4 at our stop, which was really unique because, yeah, she just kind of remixes it a little bit for every show. And I thought that was so special. As she was looking into the audience, I couldn't help but think, like, how does it feel to look into a crowd and know that there are people there who talk mess about you online? There are people there who have believed very toxic gossip and rumors about you in the audience. There are people who have helped spread those rumors. There are people who probably have called you overrated. There are people who have tried to undermine your talent, who are there in the crowd and they paid for a ticket, and there are people who love you. And there's the anti-J-Hive in the crowd, there's the anti-Matthew Hive in the crowd, and you have to perform for all these people as if they were all beloved fans. You know what I mean? Like, you have to still give your best to everyone, including the haters. I can't imagine how that would feel, knowing that some of these people don't deserve a good performance because some of them are haters. But some of the people are your tried and true diehard fans who believe the best about you, who didn't listen to your album when it leaked, but waited for it to come to their country before listening to it. Because I remember Renaissance, come on now. Let's not forget that. That was huge. And you know the BeyHive, we've been through so many dehydrations. Any snippet, any morsel of an unreleased demo version of somebody's Beyonce record, we are eating it up. Dreaming, my song. Let me know this is a dream. I ain't letting go, 'cause I don't wanna be without you, baby. Yeah, yeah. We are eating it all up. So the fact that the whole hive really waited, you know, I'm sure that that meant something too. But that was just something I thought of, like, how would it really feel to be like, some of y'all are haters and I still have to give you a good show. So props to her. Mama kept it very professional. Maybe she didn't think about it. I don't know. But like, yeah. I also noticed that she was standing in the back of the stage a lot. So at this point, you've seen the stage, right? There's the back that's close to the entrance and all that. There's the runway, there's the circle, there's Club Rennie in the circle. And she mostly stayed, majority of the show, on the main part of the stage. She didn't really spend that much time on the runway. You know, you would think, okay, there is the runway there, so why not utilize it more? And I noticed also, like, people were saying online that she stayed more to the left, when she was on the runway. Sorry, y'all. But, like, I was thinking about that. Like, that's why I said at the beginning, I think the show was really made for the fans who were in the stands, more so than I think the show was made specifically for the people in the front in mind. Now, I'm sure she interacted with them. I just couldn't see because I wasn't that close, and my eyesight is a miracle and a testimony to God's goodness. Some of us are only seeing by the grace of God. So I understand I probably didn't see everything, but yeah, I kind of noticed that she stayed a little bit like more on the main stage, and that's neither here nor there. But to me, just go with me with this for a second, okay? Indulge me in this parasocial analyzing of everything. I felt like it was her way of kind of saying, like, yes, I'm showing y'all what I do. I'm sharing my talent with you, sharing my thoughts, sharing my worldview and my music and my art, but I'm keeping a lot close to my heart. Like, I'm gonna stay back here. Like, y'all out here, y'all judging me, watching me, viewing me. I'm on everybody's Snapchat story and Instagram and YouTube, but y'all don't get all of me. I'm keeping some of that close to the heart. So that's very much how I interpreted that. And yeah, she gave us a little taste. She was out there in the mix with us a little bit, but ultimately she was kind of back and in her like little safety net. She still looked beautiful, of course, and she still did her thing. Now, I don't know who started this rumor that she was not dancing as much this tour. I don't know what y'all are on, because sis was up there. Hey, so some of you know the drill. When we're playing copyright music, we can't really have it just by itself. So I'm talking because I am going to collect every single one of my coins. I'm actually not playing with these music artists anymore. I used to let it slide, but I'm done with that. So I'm going to be talking over the music. But if you know what part of the song this is, then you know. You guys, you have to keep this in mind, because I heard somebody say this. I'm not going to say who, but it's someone I know. I was like, before I went to the show, I was like, yeah, I don't know if she's going to be dancing as much. I've heard that she's not dancing as much this tour. They're like, oh, well, Tina Turner was dancing in her 40s. And I'm like, y'all, I think we have to remember that rolling, Bro, it's such different choreo than dun 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 dun. Like, okay, maybe not that different from that, but the kind of choreo B does and is known for, pop my trunk, pop my trunk, like, let me tell you something. You cannot do Beyonce choreo without stretching your neck. I have made that mistake so many times in life. So if after all these years she wants to take a break and do slightly less dancing than usual, I'm personally not offended. And I'm not gonna hold her to a standard of, oh, well, Tina Turner dance. Okay, and everybody's body is different. And also Tina's choreo is still, she's still jiving, but she's not going crazy the way Beyonce's on that stage giving her all, like Tina's still giving her all, right? Rest in peace. But the choreo's so different. I think we also need to remember that how your body moves when you are in your teenage years and early 20s and even early 30s and mid 20s and all that is so different to in your 40s, and that's okay. I think we need to remember that, you know, these performers are human beings and they are mortals, and it's okay. They don't owe us anything. If they want to get up there and just sing, she has still done her job. And I don't think anyone complains about some other artists that I could name who they just stand on the stage and they sing and they're sharing their gifts still. That's beautiful, you know? I don't, you know, as much as Beyonce has always raised the bar, I think we have to also allow her a chance to say, I've done it. Everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. She said, I've done it. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done. She's done it. She's done somersaults across the stage while hanging and suspended in the air. She has walked across the, you know, the crowd, again, suspended in the air. She's been on a whole horse flying above everyone. Congratulations on your divorce party. Is she not afraid of heights? That could not be me, but she has faith in her team and the pyrotechnics, and I respect that. She has given us choreo. She has had water on the stage for freedom and been dancing in the water, and I tried that in the shower. And again, the grace of God, because I almost fell. But she's done it. She's given us so many different concepts and albums and visual art to go along with the music. Like, I don't think she has anything left to prove. And at this point, she can do what she wants. If she wants to just get up on stage and do and that be the whole show, what more can we ask for? Like, I love the mute challenge. And again, here is proof that I personally passed and I personally was on mute. So I won the mute challenge. Personally, I cannot speak for you. I was quiet the whole time.
Look around, everybody.
Shut the fuck up!
Look around, there's me and my crew. Look around, everybody.
Shut the fuck up!
Look around, there's me and my crew.
I think it was a great way to have audience participation. Again, I think some people took it too seriously. It was literally all for fun. And I feel like, I don't know, y'all. Some people are a little cranky, but we're gonna move on.
Beyonce knows all about me. Beyonce has my number. Man, Beyonce talks every now and then. She checks up on me. When I got arrested, Beyonce was at my rescue like it was nothing. It was giving.
Okay, we're going deeper in delusions of reference. This could definitely be delusions of reference, but I felt like she gave a personal nod to me. Yes, I do. Why? Because she performed Sweet Dreams with the choreo that we all know and love. And if you have watched my channel, if you go back and scroll into my channel and see this video that you see here on the screen, I did remake her video in this very room with these very curtains. And I felt like she added that particular version of the Sweet Dreams choreo just for me. Because like I said, I did that video in 2020. The last time she had performed Sweet Dreams was, correct me if I'm wrong, Hive, during the, which tour is it? Formation World Tour. And even then, when she did it in 2016, it was not that same choreography. No, the choreography she pulled out on this tour has been retired for years. But I know that Beyonce watches fans' videos online, and I made that video in 2020. I'm sure she saw it. Like, I'm never going to be like, oh, this video has only 50 views, Beyonce hasn't seen it. Beyonce could very well be one of the 50 views. And I'm gonna be delusional enough to think that, because there have been some things before that I've mentioned in videos that Miss Mamas has done, okay? So I felt like she was personally like, I see you. I am so proud of myself for doing that. Would I ever do that again? Maybe, if some choreo inspires me, but it was so fun. Turn the lights on. Like, I felt seen. I felt so seen by Turn the Lights On. Like, because I felt like she was like, you know what? That choreo is fire. Let me go ahead and bring that back. I loved it. I loved it. And again, all of this is all to say that, like, when I saw Beyonce on stage, I really was like, wow, this woman is a human being just like me. And again, like, just looking at her face on this huge screen, I was like, I felt like she has similar features to me. And again, I understand delusions of reference. I get it, guys. Seeing her, I felt like I was watching me. Like, I felt like, I get it. Like, I know it's delusions of reference. I know it's the parasocialness of it all, but I still felt connected to her as a human being and as an artist, and I still understood it. Like, I just really felt so happy for her that she's gotten to this point in her career and is still able to do what she loves, is still selling out stadiums, is still raising the bar and doing so flawlessly. Well, Queen, you've done it again. Like, it felt so awesome to see someone like sharing an artistic idea that they've had and have worked on and getting to actually realize that concept and actualize it. I was just like so happy for it. It's so nice to see people living their dreams, you know? It was great to see her still having fun. Like, it was a beautiful moment to be part of. And if Beyonce were watching this, what I would want to say is thank you for sharing your art with us. Thank you for sharing your art with us. Like, yeah, it was awesome to see Blue on stage, and it was awesome to see the dancers do what they do. So Beyonce, if you're watching this, thank you so much for sharing a little piece of your world with us. I know that a lot of things have been said about you by a lot of different people, but as someone who the Holy Ghost lives inside of my heart and I have discernment, when I see you, I really do see myself. And I see someone who I pray for. I see someone who I wish the best for. I see someone who God loves. You are a daughter of God. You are a daughter of God. And just like all of us, you're human, you need him too, you cry, you have moments where it's no one but you and God. And just know that I'm praying for you. I believe the best for you. I would love to meet you here on earth and also in heaven and hear your testimony of what God has done in your life. I'm so grateful for you because you exemplify doing your best unto the Lord and not unto human beings. Now, I can't really say that that's why you do it, but just seeing someone be excellent in all things, having a spirit of excellence, doing their best, and knowing that it's bigger than you. You're not just doing this for the people. Like I said, it's haters in the crowd, but you're still doing your best regardless. that's a testimony to me, because there are so many times it's just like, these people don't deserve this, like, but I still have to serve, and I still have to share my gift and still do my best, not for the people, because my validation doesn't come from them. It comes from God. And because he trusted me with this gift, I am going to do my best and make the most of it. So I think that's so wonderful. And I'm so grateful for you sharing that. And yeah, like, you did that, girl. Like, you did that. Oh my gosh. And B, what I think is so beautiful about you is you know how to make people feel special. You know how to make people feel included. Us watching you from wherever we were in our seats, we felt like we were having fun with you. We felt like we were also in the Ivy Paradise outfit with the balaclava and the hat and the gloves. We all felt like we were on the front line. Ready for war. Where you going? Like, we all felt like we were there. Like, we all felt like we were part of it. And even just how she would talk to, you know, the crowd. Beyonce, you have a gift for making people feel seen and making people feel a part of your moment and a part of what you're doing. And I think that's what makes your relationship with the Hive so special. When we see you win, we literally feel like we're part of it. It's very parasocial, and I don't know how it happened, but for some reason, if you hear any of the BeyHive talking about B, we all talk about her as if we know her personally and as if we're personally proud of her, when, girl, we're the target audience who she is selling everything to. Like, ain't no proud of you, girl. We don't know her. We're consumers, okay? You bought the $45 fan just like everybody else because you couldn't afford the $600 Balmain collaboration. Like, we are her target audience, but we still somehow talk about her and to her as if, girl, I'm so proud of you, like, just to see you. But the thing is, I think we really are proud of her. You know, like I said, seeing her win feels so great because of how she truly does include so many people and uplift so many people. So it's just like, yes, I think it is fair to say you're proud of someone you've never really interacted with. But again, parasocial things make me feel icky, so I'm not gonna go on too long about this. But shout out to B, and actually I don't know her like that. Shout out to Beyonce, Miss Carter, Mrs. Carter. I think that you're wonderful. Yeah, I just think you're really awesome. You're a role model, and I've always looked up to you even though I don't know you. And I just really appreciate how you interact with the world, and it's something that has shaped the woman who I have become. And it's incredible that someone can really do that and be that from so far away. Yeah, guys, I really think that's it. Like, I'm reading my notes here. I love how Beyonce carries herself. Like, it's so clear that she has respect for herself and respect for the people around her. It was awesome to see her letting other people shine. It was awesome to see her highlighting the ballroom community and, people who have been marginalized and pushed to the side. She is there like, you come up here with me and you have your moment. I don't need to even be part of it. Like, I'll be part of it when I need to be, but there are some things where y'all are gonna shine. The singers were able to shine and have their moments. The dancers were able to shine and have their moments. I don't know why she had lay twins on the poles like this, swinging back and forth, but they were shining where they were. Like, it felt like for some of the parts they were dancing on the sides and it seemed like they were freestyling. Just the fact that they had the freedom to express themselves how they wanted, and it wasn't all like everyone is doing the same choreo, but everyone kind of had the freedom to express themselves. I thought that was beautiful. I just love to see Beyonce win, because when she's winning, it feels like so many people are winning with her, and that's awesome. And again, I still see her as human, guys. I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not worshiping her. I literally am seeing her as a fellow human being who, from the little bit that I've seen of her, I really admire that and want to make some of those things a part of my own life. So anyway, let me stop, but shout out to Beyonce. So yeah, that's kind of it for this section, guys. I know it got a little I don't like parasocial relationships. I don't like to assume that I know things about people I have never met, and I don't assume that, but I did want to speak on some things that I saw and appreciated, so thank you for indulging me. Now, we're gonna close this whole thing up with our outro.
It's because y'all have been riding with me, and I'm so thankful. I want to take a moment and just give some gratitude, because this is my gratitude tour. And if y'all don't mind, can y'all sing Applause and All with me?
All right, y'all, so that is it for the video. I know this was a whole journey, so thank you for being here with me. Shout out to the Hive. Comment this emoji if you have made it to this part. And again, let me know all your thoughts, whether you were there for the tour or you watched it online. Let me know all the thoughts in the comments down below. Also, you know we were right about the visuals. We're getting a movie. We're getting a film. Let me know if you have seen the film and all your thoughts, because I mean, this video is going to be online for a long time. I know in my present moment, I haven't seen the film yet because it's not December 1st, but you could be watching after December 1st of this year, 2023. Let me know how the film was. Like, did it give what it felt like to really be there? You know what I mean? I want to hear all our BeyHive thoughts in the comments down below. And even if you're not in the Hive, let's hear your thoughts. Let's keep it cute and respectful. Till next time, stay classy and stan Beyonce. Bye. I want y'all to peep the eye look. This is my most Renaissance World Tour makeup that I can do. She really did the gold. Can we even see that? With my like smoky wing, with the like pink lip. I kind of snapped. I know Miss Mamas didn't do edges. She said, some of y'all know what that means. But, you know, sometimes the look calls for edges and we gotta give edges. Okay? Yes. Okay, camera 1, camera 2. Let's get seated. And if you don't like the shot, delete it. Delete it. No. I need to get it right. Like, it's so specific. Okay. And I have my fan here. Okay. Part 1. B4. Let's not waste precious time. What's that in the background? Is that my garbage can? YouTube, welcome to my world. Yes! Part 1. B4. Oh, this looks so country. All my diamonds shining, but they really rhinestones. Can you see that? Ugh, they gon' drag me, girl. I'm getting disfellowship from every church. Like, and I'm just trying to make a transition for the video. All right. I just wanna be a rock star. Yeah, I just wanna be a rock star. I just wanna be a rock star. Wait. Ah, you can't really see. You interrupted my grinding. Stop interrupting my grinding. I ain't thinking about my grinding. I do want to say this. Maverick, I'm on to you because it's the 20th anniversary of Crazy in Love. You told us we'd be learning the choreo from a specific show.
I did it. I learned the choreo. I was ready. I was there early just in case you were outside and you were nowhere to be found. I left comments in your comment section. Again, no reply. I learned this choreo. I was ready to perform it. I'm disappointed. I thought you were gonna be outside, ready to film and make a compilation of us dancing to Crazy in Love. Hey guys, this is such a real question. Is this a song or is this like a feature that she's done somewhere? Because I am obsessed with take it to the moon, take it to the stars. Like, what is this song? Can somebody please link it? Alright, and last bit that I'm gonna talk over, I'm in the same room as Beyonce. But like, this is crazy. I have seen this woman's pictures and videos online my entire life. It's really wild. I don't know, it's just like a weird thing. Like, she's real. And now here's a clip of me lip singing in my head to Dangerously in Love. I used to have this running joke that we've never seen me and Beyonce in the same room. Like, we literally could be the same person, but now we've been in the same room, so I can't make that joke.
Yes, it really looks like I have boobs. Hey, la essa Jessina, essa nice sis. Hey, she comfortable. Y'all see my Renee and my little stars? Okay, let's get this video started. Okay. You ready? That wasn't so smooth.